Life is Strange Before the Storm Episode 3 release date has been announced. The third and final episode of the prequel series Life is Strange Before the Storm, Hell is Empty, will be available on December 20th for PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC. Square Enix released a teaser trailer for the final episode ahead of the full trailer, which is dropping at that point in time. Hell is Empty will conclude the prequel story of the original Life is Strange, focusing on Chloe's relationship with her best friend, Rachel Amber.
Okay.
Yeah, with her lover.
Yeah.
That's how me and Allie are playing it.
I mean, like they established that in the first game as well. It's so it's like her. It's like that's just totally like and her gal pal.
Yeah, and of course we're having our end of the year show on the 21st. So me and Allie, of course, are going to play that during the end of the year show. So if you want to check out that episode, we'll be playing it on that day and everything. It's going to be really, really good. I've enjoyed that thing.
Too. It's been a long it's been a really good story
before the storm,
especially like the Tempest scene.
Yeah, that was really cool. That, and I think like both episodes so far, I've had things that set them apart. Mm-hmm. The Tempest and the Dungeons and Dragons thing has been really, really awesome. So, moving on, Medieval is being remastered for PlayStation 4 during this year's PSX keynote. It wasn't a keynote; it was a kickoff thing. Just so you know, everybody, it wasn't a keynote. Greg Miller did host. I'm happy for him.
So, what was it? A keynote?
It was a kickoff to the PSX. Sony CEO of Sony Interactive Entertainment America, Sean Layden, revealed that hot on the heels of the success of Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy Remastered, next up on Sony's remaster list is Medieval. Medieval is a classic platforming action series that combined fantasy with humor, and though the series' popularity has never risen to the levels of Crash, Mario, or Sonic, Sir Daniel Fortescue has had his fair share of fans over the years. The brief trailer at the end of Layden's announcement didn't showcase much except for the game would be coming to PlayStation 4, be in 4K, and that more details will be available soon. No details on whether or not this is just the first game or the whole series. I'm excited about it. I never got to play the whole game. I always wanted to play the whole game. My mother probably would have never liked me to play that game.
But now you can.
But now I can. And a remastering in 4K, all that good stuff.
It's going to be way better.
It's going to be way better. So let me know if you ever played Medieval down in the comments below. I'm curious to see how many people. I had a demo disc of it. That's the only way I got to do it. There also was like a Jersey Devil game. Did you ever play that?
I did not.
Yeah, like it was very interesting. There was also there's so many games. Like I know Willis Cannon had it was like this Space Ranger game. I can't remember the name of it. I also had a demo of it. I loved it, but I always wanted to play it. But I know Willis had it. And I was jealous of that. So a lot of games that I didn't get to play in the PlayStation 1 era, but it's interesting to see PlayStation
it's coming back around.
It's old enough now to start remastering some of the old heads of PlayStation and everything. Moving on, Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle is getting a versus mode. I played this on the stream this past week, and I enjoyed it a lot.
I mean, it looks fun.
Last Tuesday, and you liking XCOM, you will love this.
Really?
You will love this. Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle is getting a free new mode, allowing players on the same system to compete. Versus mode pits two players against each other in a turn-based combat. Each player is limited to 3 characters and 3 actions per turn, with the 8 available characters all upgraded and having a total of 16 unlockable variations. The mode offers plenty of options, from time-limited turns to enabling a showtime mode for the end of the game, which upgrades regular items to super items and opens new ways to navigating the map. The games are designed to be quick experiences, so it will be a great game to play with a number of family members over the upcoming holidays. I'm excited. I want to play that on the end of the year show. I want to battle people.
I'm down.
So there you go, guys. Now the next story, and I wish they had a picture of the controller. Because that's more interesting to me. than the announcement. And I think Allie's going to look that up while I go ahead and read through this. Sea of Thieves will officially launch on Xbox One and PC on March 20th, 2018. Sea of Thieves was originally announced at E3 2015. It has been in development since then. With the help of Sea of Thieves community, who have been able to play early versions of the game via its insider program. Signups for Sea of Thieves technical alpha recently ended.
Either the first, second, or third.
Do the second one. That one looks cool. And Rare is expected to provide more details about the next PlayStation this month. Now, I know a lot of people are kind of, I know I've been guilty of just kind of like, I'm not going to play this, all of that. I know Adam Gumbert is really excited about it. The problem with online games is like having a dedicated crew. And with life always gets in the way.
Like, I know there's times when me and you have tried to get up to play games, but sometimes your schedules are just different. Like, when you're an adult, you don't really... You don't
get home from school and have hours upon hours to do nothing. You've got everything else in the world to do.
Yep.
But if you got a crew together and, like, you need a crew to really, like, move your ship around and everything and do all these things... It looks like an interesting game, and it's not like I'm not like writing it off because it doesn't have real graphics. It's just like I don't have a crew to really run this
exactly
thing.
Like if we could do it, I would love to play it.
Yeah. So the controller though, like the controller looks freaking awesome.
It does. It's pretty.
Like
I like how it's like one of the triggers is gold. So it's like a gold tooth or whatever.
Yeah, that's really cool. I wish the logo. Like the skull logo was actually the
home button.
Yeah, that would have been really, really cool.
Oh, cool, yeah.
But it looks, I think that's one of the best looking controllers. That and the Gears of War 4 ones are like some of my favorite for sure.
I like the unicorn skeletons and then the compass.
It also looks like barnacles in a way on the controller.
On the side of it,
Yeah. So I know Adam's already pre-ordered his, but like when I saw the controller, I'm like, I don't need another Xbox controller,
but I want it.
But I would totally get it. I totally would get it. So there you go. If you're into Sea of Thieves, March 20th is soon upon us.
Like it is.
You don't think it is, but it is.
Right around the corner.
A Way Out releasing next March also lets 2 players play online with 1 copy. As announced during tonight's the Game Awards ceremony, not tonight, this was days ago. A Way Out, a new co-op adventure that is from Starbreeze. We saw this during E3. Really intrigued us over here.
Awesome idea.
These are the guys that created a Brothers, A Tale of Two Sons. Were released on March 28th, 2018. It'll let 2 players play on a different console using only one copy of the game. When the game launches, players who don't own the game will be able to download the Friend Pass free trial of the game, then link up with a friend who does own the copy and play the full game. Players can also play the full game cooperatively using local player without having to download the Friend Pass. Now, I think that's an awesome thing. And I have to also point out that Starbreeze is publishing this through EA. So there you go. There was something I said nice about EA, but it also sounded like a backhanded compliment. So I'll say it again. EA, you might have actually done something right that time.
We'll see how it plays out, though.
I think that's a really cool thing because there's been several games that has required each person to have a copy of the game to play.
Exactly.
Of course, that bolsters sales, but this is something. The game is built and designed to be a co-op experience. Like you cannot play it without someone there with you. And having it be like, do you want to buy this game that you've never heard of this company before? Like some people will go out on that limb. I would be one of those people. But mainstream wise, other people wouldn't. So having this is a really cool thing. Now the game developer, the guy that's kind of like the lead and everything, have y'all seen the video of him?
No.
So he was on the Game Awards and like he went berserk on the Oscars. Like he's like yelling the F word, like flipping off the camera.
Wait, what?
Yeah. You got to go watch this.
How have I not heard about this?
It is hilarious, but it's also like Jeff Keighley is like trying to like rein this guy in and get him to talk about the games and everything, but he's like blank the Oscars and just like
what issue did he have with the Oscars?
Drunk or something?
I have no idea. He was like, I don't know. It was hilarious though, and it's like all over the place. So go look it up if you haven't already looked it up. But I'm excited for it. A Way Out does look really good. They showed a lot of stuff in the trailer, more gameplay and everything. So if you're curious about it, definitely go watch that.
It does look super like fun to play with somebody to escape prison. I watched Prison Break. Will you be my someone?
I'll be your someone. I'll be your someone to watch over you.
+1 in Prison Breakout.
Do you know how to make wine in a toilet bowl?
I can learn.
A new trailer reveals Metro Exodus release window. A new trailer showcased during the Game Awards for the third game in the 4A Games post-apocalyptic series revealed scenes of destruction and ice as series protagonist Atrium explore the depths and the outskirts of Moscow. The trailer also narrowed down that Metro Exodus release window to fall 2008. They're doing it right here. They didn't stick a date on it. Fall 2008. They got several months.
2008?
2018.
That's impressive to release it a decade early.
Yeah, they're going to jump back in time and release a game that has no console that can run it.
Old timey-wimey.
Yeah.
That's power.
Don't blink. So fall 2018, I think that's they're doing it right. They don't give a date on it. They give a window, and that way they don't disappoint anyone.
All right. Time for Zach to pat himself on the back. Get it?
Yeah.
Pat.
Patapon 2 is getting the remaster treatment on PS4, and I told you. Ha! I told you.
Pat upon yourself on the back.
Patapon. Last year, Patapon, one of the most original games on PSP, received a full HD remaster on PS4. This year, fans of the series will be happy to know the sequel is following suit. Announced as part of this year's PSX show, Patapon 2 Remastered includes the potential for 4K output on PS4 Pro, a new customizable Patapon players can create and outfit in different ways to suit their needs. The remaster also includes new Patapons, commands, and miracles. I'm excited.
I know you are.
I'm excited.
You're excited for multiple reasons.
I'm excited that I was right and that there's another Patapon. So there you go. If you're a Patapon fan, it's good to be alive, isn't it?
Yes.
Now, this is a game that I have on the PC, but I haven't played that much. It also freaks me out, but not like on the same like level as Outlast.
Too.
This is a game that I actually would continue to play. It also has a multiplayer.
It does?
Yes, it does.
I did not know that.
Cannibal Phil's survival game, The Force, arrives for PlayStation 4 in 2018. Horror.
Hold the door.
Hold the door. Horror survival game, The Force, has been in early access since 2014, but developer Inlight has finally announced a release date. At PlayStation Experience, a new multiplayer trailer was shown, revealing that the title is coming to PlayStation 4 next year. The Force was previously only announced for PC. In The Force, you must survive the threats of a mysterious force after being trapped there following a plane crash. This could mean the day-to-day struggle of finding enough food, or it could mean something more sinister, such as facing hostile cannibals. You can view the new trailer with focuses on multiplayer. You can explore the Force open world solo or cooperatively with friends. What I've played of it, absolutely horrifying. Like when the cannibals like come for you, oh.
Like, I want to get into a good survival game. Like, I have 7 Days to Live or something like that on PlayStation.
7 Days to Die.
7 Days to Die.
Yeah.
And
then, of course, the second that zombie game that you loved on Xbox.
Oh, Dying Light.
Dying Light 2 is coming. Not Dying Light. The other one. The one that you like. He had characters. Oh, Lord. What is it?
State of Decay.
Yeah, State of Decay 2 is coming out soon.
I hurt my brain.
Yeah, I'm sorry, man. But this one's very interesting because you get that multiplayer experience.
Yeah, and that's what even State of Decay 2 will have multiplayer on it as well, which is something I'm excited because I do want to cultivate a world with a friend.
Yeah.
Because, especially on State of Decay, we know that when you leave the game doesn't just stop. Everybody doesn't freeze. The game continues, which is a really cool idea. But I just want to get in and see if I can survive. Because that's what everybody wants to know is how long can you survive?
Yeah. Going along with the zombie games, the Overkill Walking Dead game that we've heard about but we never saw anything, put out a new trailer. Looks really good.
Yeah, I mean, I'm very intrigued by it.
I'm curious to see what the mechanics of the game of. It was just a CG trailer that we saw in Washington, D.C., so, I'm wondering, what is actually going on? How does the game play?
How is it going to follow the movie closely? Because I know...
You mean TV show?
The TV show.
Or the comic?
Comic TV show. Because someone big died on Sunday, and a lot of people weren't happy with it.
Mm.
I didn't see... I'm on the side of another page. I saw an article, and I was like, why that leads... original character left or something, and I was like, okay.
The only reason I know is I have a guy that comes in every Monday. Did you catch that episode of The Walking Dead? Nope, I'm about 3 seasons behind. I can't believe so-and-so died. Thanks.
You'll have to tell me because I'm never going to watch it.
Yeah,
we're not going to do it on the podcast, so everybody's not like, oh my God, they told... No.
It's literally every Monday he comes and asks me, did you catch that new episode?
No, man.
Still 3 seasons behind. So.
we're moving on to 4 seasons, buddy.
Moving to the last article of the week, Ubisoft has delayed Far Cry 5 and the
Ubi being Ubi.
Crew 2. Yep. But sometimes delays are necessary.
Like we've said before, as long as it's for good reasons.
Just don't give a date, and then you'll be okay. All good things come in time. Ubisoft announced today that both Far Cry 5 and the Crew 2 have been delayed. Far Cry 5 will now launch on March 27th, a month after its original February 27th release date, while the Crew will now hit the open road the first half of Ubisoft's 2018-19 fiscal year instead of on March 16th. According to a Ubisoft blog for Far Cry 5, the extra time, shush, making fun of me over there, will allow the team at Ubisoft Montreal to make some additional improvements that will bring the best, most ambitious Far Cry experience in line with the team's original vision. Despite the delays, you will be able to see a little more of Far Cry 5 on Ubisoft's blog right now. And you could also sign up for the beta for the Crew 2. So.
I kind of want to get the Crew because I haven't had a good racing game. In a long time.
Yeah.
And I do remember playing the Crew back on
Xbox One.
Was it Xbox One?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's this generation, not last.
But still, I want to play the Crew. I want to see how good it is.
I'm going to dedicate my time to other games. So,
well, I mean, to each their own.
One thing, if you don't know anything about Far Cry 5, it's actually completely co-op as well, so you can play the whole thing. In Far Cry 4, you didn't get the ability to save any progress if you played co-op. You just kind of helped out in the world with your friend or whatever. Yeah. But now you actually progress through the story. That's nice. Which is really cool.
That helps a lot.
Yeah.
And you have your little Fido friend that can bring you guns.
He's a puppy.
Yep.
He's a puppy.
So there you go, guys. Episode 236 is in the bag again.
The whole kit and caboodle.
The whole kit and caboodle. The shebang, as some people would say.
Or
again, you can go over to patreon.com/nerdcave. Support us there. Get everything early. Or you can just wait until everything goes up segment by segment, day by day, until the full podcast goes up on Friday on YouTube and podcast services around the world. Guys, thank you for all that you do, supporting us and everything. Do remember that next week on the 21st, that is Thursday, we are going to be doing our end of the year show. Right now, we're getting nominations from our community for Game of the Year, show of the Year, Movie of the Year, all of that good stuff. So make sure that you are putting your nominations in there. We're going to create polls for all of those so you get to vote and everything. We're also doing a collective game of the year, show of the year, movie of the year for our side of things, because that's the hard part, is getting everybody to agree on one thing.
Very much so.
So that's going to be interesting. But we have all of that going on. We're going to be putting out a schedule in the coming days of what everything's going to be taking place. Of course, we're going to be playing Life is Strange, Before the Storm, Hell's Empty, or whatever it's called.
Yeah, Hell is Empty, because all the devils are here. Or all the demons are here, excuse me.
Yeah, and then we're going to probably play some Mario Rabbids and all of that. Derek Daniels coming in. We're going to have Derek v. Zach, Dawn of the Microtransactions debate on...
Does he support him?
He's gonna be on the other side. Of course, I'm gonna be on my
so
side.
He's gonna be playing like devil's advocate.
Yeah, he's gonna be playing devil advocate. But I'm gonna crush that debate. But we'll see.
Be rough.
I just want to see if the world can handle two Dereks in one place.
I think they can, because they've done it before. But we got a ton of stuff. Be just like, take a day off work.
Yeah.
That's your Christmas present.
I wish I could.
That's your Christmas present.
Just like stop being responsible for a day.
Yeah. Panera's already firing a lot of people. I don't want to be on the chopping block next.
Well, there you go, guys. This has been Zach.
And Robbie.
Have a week.